Okay, I'm going to make a statement that sleep is the single most important thing in a human being's life, with the exception of a human being having absolutely extraordinary meditative focus. And I'll explain to you that. So then, for the most part, because most human beings do not have that meditative focus, that the black belt in meditation, then I would say for most human beings, the vast majority of human beings, sleep is the single most important thing in a human being's life. And I'll explain to you why. You see, we've got the five elements of creation, which you are made of, the five elements. We have fire, we have earth, we have air, we have water, and then we have space, also known as Akash. And out of space comes the other four elements. And space is essentially its consciousness, okay? It's the shunyat, the emptiness, the void, the darkness, which isn't exactly dark, really. Like, you could think of it as the light also, but it's the void, okay? It's the infinitude. And so the way to access that infinite energy, that infinitely abundant, because it's infinity, the way to access cosmic energy is what it's called cosmic energy. You have two ways, and only two ways, to access it: sleep and meditation. And you could think of sleep as unconscious meditation, and meditation is conscious sleep. Let me repeat that again. Sleep is unconscious meditation. Meditation is conscious sleep. Okay? And all the miraculous things that happen, when you're sleeping, you wake up and you had like pain in your foot and it's no longer hurting, or it's a lot better. You broke your wrist, and like I did, and then I've got surgeries, but the bottom line is I got two surgeries, and 7 months later I was healed. All these powerful things that happen when you're asleep, the rejuvenation and regeneration, that's cosmic energy. Okay, that's cosmic energy. It's so powerful, and it's infinity, it's infinitude. Okay, that's consciousness. And so when you sleep, what happens, what gets in the flow, the obstructions, is the thoughts, the mental mind. Even me sitting here and looking at the trees and contemplating the trees, that's input into through my eyes that's getting interpreted. And so that's, I'm maybe thinking, oh, I wonder how old this tree is, or I wonder, what color it will be in the fall. Then I'm not getting access to cosmic energy, because there's all these input, all these obstructions. And the way this cosmic energy flows through is if your mind's empty. That's deep sleep. Okay, so deep sleep is unconscious meditation. Then the Tao, the universal Tao, cosmic consciousness, flows through and then rejuvenates you, heals you, does whatever is necessary for your physical vehicle. Okay, and it knows exactly what is necessary because it's infinitely intelligent, and it is the creator of all this. So then, without this, cosmic energy animates through everything. Without enough cosmic energy supply in your life, you're kind of pretty much doomed here. Okay, I mean, you really are. And you try and be sleep deprived like 3 days in a row. Tell me how you feel. Okay, tell me how you feel. How is your interaction? How are your interactions with people? You're grumpy, aren't you? You're grumpy. So then I say sleep is more important than your mom, more important than your dad, more important than all your relationships in your life. It's more important than the food you eat. It's more important. It's the most important thing, because you want good relationships with your mom, with your dad, with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, with your wife, with your husband, with your brother, with your sister. Then you better damn have your shit together. Okay? And if you don't, you're gonna feel grumpy. It's kind of like walking into a dirty temple and you're trying to pray in it. Yeah, good luck. Good luck praying there. You're gonna go find yourself another temple, another church. So then, if you're there and your temple isn't working so well, you're kind of grumpy here. You're a little grumpy, and you're just you know that feeling when you're sleep deprived. Everybody knows that feeling. Everybody's familiar with that feeling. That's why the coffee industry is one of the biggest industries in the world, because everybody's sleep deprived. Everybody needs coffee, because everybody hates that grumpy feeling. So they look for coffee to give them a little boost, until even that just kind of goes away at some point with the tolerance buildup and everything. So yeah, the cosmic energy, it's the supreme, it's the source of all. It's the source of everything. It's the source of this creation, of this particular vibration, of the sun, of the earth, of you, of me. Cosmic energy, the Tao, the way. And you absolutely need an abundant supply of cosmic energy in your life if you want to live blissfully, happily, merrily, and have good relationships with others, with your fellow beings, whether they're humans, animals, the planet. Like, you know what? I came to nature yesterday. I was sleep deprived yesterday, okay? Just I felt like a bag of shit the whole day. I came here. It was a nice day, good weather and everything. I couldn't appreciate the beauty of nature. I could not. I'm there trying to. I can't. I got a headache. I'm feeling like feeling like a bag of shit. I call it. Whenever I have one of those days, I just feel like a bag of shit just walking around. Okay, like imagine a bag of shit walking around, and so I felt like that. And I don't like going the coffee or stimulant route, so I just say, okay, well, I guess I just have to rest today, which I did for the most of the day yesterday, and I got some good sleep, and I'm feeling very vibrant and ready to go today, okay? But I could not even appreciate the beauty of nature. How am I in that state if I don't have enough cosmic energy supply in my system? How can I even, if I feel like a bag of shit walking around, how can I even think about solving the world's problems or my own personal problems in that, that zombie-like state? Because we are, we are luminous beings. We are consciousness. So we need to be with that. This is the purpose of sleep, to remind you of who you are. Okay, that's the purpose of sleep. God consciousness, programmed this game. And so sleep is one of those things where it made it necessary. In fact, the most important thing in your life is sleep. Okay, even really advanced yogis, really advanced meditators. Even, my teacher, Eli Tamil Amin, who's a breatharian, doesn't even eat. So he only needs like a few hours of sleep a night. He still needs sleep. And he's saying he's working, his next project is to try and need no sleep. But even very advanced yogis still sleep a couple of hours, 2-3 hours a night. Now, they're getting their cosmic energy from meditation. Nevertheless, you see how necessary sleep is. It truly is more important than anything else. It really is the single most important factor that's going to determine your well-being in life, is your connection to cosmic energy. Now, if you're a very high-skilled meditation, because that's the other way, meditation is conscious sleep. If you're a super advanced yogi, meditator, and you're really able to get into the state, okay, you focus on your breath long enough, you go into breathlessness, and then you go beyond, and you're basically in deep sleep, but you're conscious, you're there, it's conscious sleep. You don't need as much sleep. You're probably gonna need 4 or 5 hours at the most. And chances are, if you're at that level, you're barely eating anything anyway, because you're getting so nourished by cosmic energy, that you're not eating much, so you don't even need to. So you maybe need like 3-4 hours of sleep, and then you're functioning better than anybody else, because you're already getting so showered with this cosmic energy. You see, so that's the only exception. For them, sleep is not the most important factor. For anybody who has that type of meditative ability to connect with cosmic energy, sleep is not the most important factor in that person's life. Nevertheless, they still need it, because God consciousness, it designed the game that this is the one thing, even like breatharians who go without food or water, like my teacher Eli Tamil Amin, right? That's the last thing that he still needs is sleep. Okay, even a person who's gotten rid of eating and drinking because they don't need it, because they're so nourished by the cosmic energy, they still need, because God consciousness designed the game so that you will have, everybody, no matter where you are in life, in your development, you will have a chance to be who you are, which is in that deep state sleep, which is consciousness, that's pure awareness. So then everybody gets to be themselves when they're sleeping. Even a person, even Hitler, even somebody who's completely forgot who they are, okay, completely forgot who they are, their Brahman, consciousness, awareness, they still get to experience who they are when they're sleeping. Because God consciousness, it designed this game. It's hide and seek. It's forgets itself, remembers itself again. And it's got all these clues to its true nature. It won't just leave itself completely lost, because then, it loves itself. It doesn't want to get completely lost. So then you sleep and you remember who you are. And that's infinity. That's infinite energy, right? Because you are pure energy, pure awareness, pure consciousness. So then sleep becomes the single most important factor in a human being's life. Okay, it really becomes the single most. It's going to determine the quality of your relationships, the quality of your life, the quality of your day-to-day, moment-to-moment well-being. And so then you recognize also, when you fully recognize the absolute importance of sleep, of deep sleep, enough of it, and then everything starts to click in. It clicks in because you realize, well, I've got to meditate more, and I've got to really get more in touch with this cosmic energy, because, well, I'll become a superhuman. I mean, you really become a superhuman. I mean, these guys are superhumans, okay? These yogis that are really advanced meditators and Tibetan lamas, they're superhumans, and they levitate, they teleport, they do all kinds of, because they're superhumans. They have this access to cosmic energy. And so you start to recognize, okay, this is cosmic energy, is the animator of all things. It is who I am. And so I'm gonna make sure I treat myself well and sleep every night, and I'm gonna start to meditate more, because it is the most important thing, cosmic energy. That's consciousness, that's you. And then that really dawns upon you that I should probably meditate more. I should really meditate more. And it's dawning upon me now, and I've got a whole setup now, a whole setup for my life, and so I'm meditating more and more and more. So, one explanation, I watch I watch football, soccer, right? And when you see a player that was doing so good and suddenly their performance goes down and they're getting injured and all kinds of things, I can tell you for a fact that they're not getting enough rest and sleep in their life. And because of that, their performance went to shit. They're starting to get injured. They're not performing as good. They're fatigued. That's what happens. You see a player do good the first half of the season, then suddenly their performance goes down. Then I did a little research on the top ones, like Messi and Ronaldo. And sure enough, they get plenty of sleep. Sure enough, Cristiano talks about sleep being, he respects his hours. He makes sure every night he's getting at least 8 to 10 hours. Same with Messi, and he takes a lot of naps too. Then you realize, okay, these top performers, they get a lot of sleep. And I read one time that LeBron James, during the playoffs, he sleeps for 12 hours because they need it. These athletes, they go through a lot of fatigue. What else is going to recover athletes who are performing at that level but cosmic energy? So then they end up getting a lot of sleep. But it's it's good for them. They don't have to meditate because they can just get it through sleep. So they'll sleep. Now the idea is if you would like to sleep less, you eat less, you meditate. Now you're highly nourished by cosmic energy. Then you'll need even enough sleep. It starts to happen progressively, not right away. Because everything is a process. Everything is a process that takes its time. But yeah, whenever you see an athlete that was doing really good and suddenly bang, it's literally something as small as they're not getting enough sleep. Because we kind of like trivialize all these things, right? We're like about productivity and getting shit done and doing your thing, I used to be into these motivation and get after Eric Thomas, AT. I love the guy. Love him. He helped me tremendously in my life. In certain periods, I needed to listen to Eric Thomas all the time. If you listen to Eric Thomas before, he talks about how sleep is, he talks about sleep, I don't need no sleep, or something, right? You hear this like in the motivation scene, you know, what is sleep, productivity, do this. It's like, yeah, you're trivializing literally the most important thing in life, which is cosmic energy, your connection to your true self. Okay, who you are, infinity, cosmic energy. Okay, cosmic energy. Sadhguru talks, you know, he says he only needs 3 to 4 hours of sleep. Okay, but Sadhguru is an advanced yogi. He meditates, right? He can get into these extremely meditative states. You know, just because you meditate doesn't mean shit. I meditate and I can't get into those states, not yet. But he's able to, and so I mean, his wife, you know, these guys are so advanced that his wife left her body. Okay, Mahasamadhi, she literally left her body. They had a ceremony for her, and she left her body. That's how advanced some of these guys are. Sadhguru says he only needs, 4 hours of sleep, and he talks about how if you're always restful and you have enough sadhana, which is, sadhana is your spiritual practice, your meditation, and you're able to get into deep states. And he says if you're eating live food and you're eating, once a day and very little, you won't need much sleep, because that's true. Because then your need for cosmic energy diminishes. Spending time in nature, same thing, because the prana here is very high, the energy is very high. So then your need for cosmic nourishment, cosmic energy, lessens and lessens and lessens, because in nature there's more of that cosmic energy, more of the spirit of the divine, more of consciousness in its purest, rawest form. Okay? And so your need for sleep, for cosmic energy nourishment, for recharging your battery starts to decrease as all these factors come in progressively over time. Okay? Progressively over time. So the moral of the story, your connection to who you are, to your connection to cosmic energy, and the degree in which you're getting enough supply of that cosmic energy through your system, okay, through your human system, is going to determine how good or how shit your life is, period. Okay? Thank you to all the Patreons for being so awesome and amazing. Okay, you guys are, family. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And if you would like to join the Patreon family and, pay your respects to the Godfather with like $2 a month, that $2 a month. If you'd like to, you could do so. I have the link for Patreon down below in the description. If not, keep watching the videos. I love you. That's about it. Until next time, may the force, that is the cosmic energy, be with you.